What's happening? In today's video, we're going to be going over a concept that you probably started learning in kindergarten, if not well before that, and that is circles, specifically the equation of a circle. And if you need a quick reminder of what a circle is, that's right here. With that taken care of, let's get to it. In order to graph a circle on a coordinate plane, you have to understand its equation. And the equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, where h comma k represents the center of your circle and r is the length of your radius. Once again, the equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. And before we check out a few examples, I want you to notice two very important things. Starting off on the left-hand side of your equation, check out what's inside your parentheses, x minus h and y minus k, right? Those both have subtraction signs, and it's super important that you remember that. It plays a pivotal role in what your equation ends up looking like when it's all said and done. Now, moving to the right-hand side of your equation, check out your exponent, the 2. Here, the right-hand side of your equation is r squared, and it's imperative that you remember that. So now, let's check out a few problems. Taking a look at our examples of circle equation problems, we have number 1 that says, what is the equation of a circle in the xy plane with center -3, 4 and a radius of 6? Recalling the equation of a circle, that is just x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. And remember that h comma k is the center of your circle and r is the radius. So r is your radius and hk is the center. All right. So we're already given our center, that's -3, 4, and our radius, 6. So all we want to do here is match that up with the equation that we know, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Doing just that, all we have to do is replace h with -3, k with 4, and r with 6. So let's do it. Here we have x minus -3 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 6 squared. Recall that whenever we subtract a negative number, that's just going to be adding that value. So this becomes x plus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 36, and we're good to go. That is going to be the equation of our circle with center -3, 4 and radius of 6. Moving along to number 2. This one's an interesting one. It says x squared minus 14y plus 25 equals 2x minus y squared. And 2 says the equation above represents a circle in the xy plane. What are the coordinates of the circle, of the center of the circle? So here we're given an equation, x squared minus 14y plus 25 equals 2x minus y squared. And I want to take a look at the previous question, specifically the answer that we got. Recognize that your x and y values are on the left-hand side of the equation, and then you have your constant on the right-hand side. So that's what we want to do here. We want to move all our terms with x's and y's to the left, and then all our terms with just constants to the right. Doing that, I'm going to move this and this over to the left, and then my 25 over to the right. So let's do it. Here we're going to subtract 2x and add y squared from the right-hand side, and then we're going to go ahead and subtract a 25 on the left, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side as well. So rewriting this equation, once we do that, we're going to have x squared minus 2x plus y squared minus 14y equals -25. And I also went ahead and grouped my x terms together and my y's together. It's going to help me tremendously in this next step. So now I want to draw parentheses around these terms to kind of group them. We have x squared minus 2x plus y squared minus 14y. All of that equals -25. And now we have to complete the square. And how do we complete the square? Well, we have this term x squared minus 2x, and we're going to take a look at the coefficient in front of my x variable, and that is -2. We're going to take that coefficient, divide it by 2, and then square it. When we divide -2 by 2, we get -1. And once we square -1, we get +1. So in order to complete the square, we're going to have x squared minus 2x, and we're going to add 1. All right. Whatever you do to the left-hand side, you have to do to the right-hand side. We added this 1 right here, so we have to add 1 to the right. Let's do the same thing now with this second term, y squared minus 14y. dividing negative 14 by 2, we get negative 7. And then squaring it, we get positive 49. So in order to complete the square, we're going to have y squared minus 14y plus 49. And now whatever we do to the left, we have to do to the right as well. So let's add a 49 on the right-hand side. Combining our like terms, negative 25, positive 1, and positive 49 on the right-hand side, that's going to equal positive 25. We're getting a lot closer. Now, you should be able to recognize that x squared minus 2x plus 1 can be factored into x minus 1 times x minus 1. So we can rewrite that as x minus 1 squared. Similarly, y squared minus 14y plus 49 can be rewritten as y minus 7 times y minus 7, or y minus 7 squared. So here we can rewrite our equation as x minus 1 squared plus y minus 7 squared equals 25. And now this looks a lot like the equation of a circle. And keep in mind that 25 is just going to be r squared, and here negative 1 is going to represent something similar to our center, the x-coordinate of our center, and then this negative 7 is going to give us a very good hint as to what the y-coordinate of our center is. Here, our center is just going to be h comma k. Keep in mind that the original equation of a circle has subtraction signs, so our center here ends up being just 1 comma 7. So the center of our circle, the coordinate that represents our center is 1 comma 7. The x value is just 1, y value is 7. If they asked you for your radius, that would just be equal to 5, or the square root of the right-hand side of your equation. So that wraps up this question. It had a ton going on, completing the square, also understanding your equation. Overall, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. And that wraps up this video. I hope that helped. If it did, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next one.